What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you the chart basics in the ThinkorSwim web app. Let's get to it. Okay guys, if you are looking to stay up to date on tutorials just like this, hit the like button below and make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Alright, let's get to it. So I am on the landing page. Whenever you log in and the app opens, it starts on your position tab. Now there's several ways to get to charts. Typically you can just click on a ticker. So like if you look at my positions here, if I clicked on DWIC, that would open up the chart and also show me the position on the right. But what I'm going to do is actually just click the chart tab right here, and we can then just look at charts this way. So right now it's on Costco, which I believe is just the last one I was looking at. So all you simply need to do to change this, let's say we want to look at Tesla, type it up here in the find a symbol box and Tesla pops up. I currently have it on a weekly chart, and this is where you can change some of the time settings for your chart. So if I want to do that and maybe change it to a daily chart, I just do it right there. Now I'm using a candle chart right now, which is what I like to use, and I'll show you in a little bit how to change the settings so you can make it a line chart or like an area chart or something like that. So when I changed this from week to day, what that did is changed the candle. So the candle was showing what happened in a week. Now when I did this and changed it to day, that's what happened in a day on each candle. Now if I want to change the basically length of the whole chart, what I'll do is go to this guy here where it's got a little clock symbol. And there I could change it to 6 months, year to date. Here, look, I'll just put it on 3 years. And now it's a much wider chart, so you can get a bigger picture view that way. So now let's look at how to add drawings to the chart on this web app. So I'm gonna go back from 3 years and go back to 1 year. Now I already have some lines on there, but I'll just delete them and we'll do a new one. So let's take this guy, for instance. I will delete that. You'll click there and it's gone. Okay. So let's go back and add a price level line. So what the price level will do is let you draw a support or resistance line. And those are extremely powerful in stock trading. I can't emphasize that enough. That is one of the most important things you can learn. So to add a new drawing to the chart, it's really simple. We're gonna go over here to the top left where it says drawings, click, and then we're going to pick what we want. In this case, we're not looking for a trend line, we're looking for a price level. So that's going to give us a nice horizontal line. So here you can see this, now my cursor has changed to this dot. I'm going to click anywhere on the screen, and now I have a line, and right now I can move it anywhere I want. So what I'm going to do is place it up here for a minute, and I'm going to see exactly what the height of this candle was. So as long as that vertical, you see this crosshair here, as long as that vertical line is touching that candle up there, it'll show me up here, if you look at the top left, what the high was. And it was 1243, let's call it 50, so 1243.50. So let's go grab that line and move it to that position. So unfortunately with the web app, you cannot automatically snap to that top of the candle. Now in the desktop app, they have an incredible feature that allows you to just hover around it, and then if I would have clicked that line near it, it would have snapped right to it. I love, love, love that feature, and I really hope they will at some point in the near future add that to this web app. So in this case, you need to customly place it there. Also in the desktop app, you can double click and go into the properties of the line and actually put in the exact price. But snapping is the best. It's just super easy. So anyways, this will work though. It'll give you an approximate area, and that technically is good enough when you're doing support and resistance. So another line we could add would be the trend line. So for that, what I'm going to do is zoom out a little bit and we can look. Let's go to the 5 year. So this is, let's do weekly so it's a little finer there. So you can see I've got one here. And I will just take that off for a sec. Let's delete, and okay, that's gone. So again, we're gonna click drawings, hit trend line. We're gonna pick our first point right at the bottom of this guy, and then let's try and figure out where we want it to be. So, you know, when you're doing this, this is up to you, but the more points you can successfully hit on a trend line, the more efficacy it has. So In this case, you know, you can see it hits these bottom ones here pretty well. If I extend that out, that's really not bad at all. This would actually be a really good one, but I already have one there. So let's kind of get back to that one I was working on, because this stuff on the right was not there before. So before, you had this big support area. So if I line it up with that and kind of extend it out, let's see if I can make it touch, and then I'll click again, and there is my trend line. And you can see doing that, look how it touched here perfectly. And then, so if you would have had this out right here touching these, and then this went by and boom, it perfectly would have tapped that line and you could have made a killing. So that is a trend line. The next thing is going to be a time level. So again, click up here and we'll choose time level. So this one I actually don't use very much. Every once in a while when I'm doing an analysis, I've used them, but I'll just show you real quick how that would work. It's really just, instead of a horizontal support or resistance line, this is a vertical line to analyze time. So if I wanted to mark, say, this big green candle, just plop it right here. Let's get it right in the middle, and then I will click again, and you're done. There's your time. Okay, next up is one of my favorites, the Fibonacci retracement. This can actually be pretty powerful because people put these on and they watch them, so it becomes real, just like a support and resistance line becomes real because everyone's actually following them. So let's draw one from this bottom peak to this top peak here. Let's see what would have happened. So again, we're just gonna touch right at the bottom, extend it up to this top, and click. So what you see here is this big run up in Tesla, right up to this huge candle. Now we could have marked this out and we could have waited for this to chop around, it pulls back, and it comes down to this 38.2% Fibonacci line, which is definitely an area to watch. And you can see it did bounce in that area. And you can see right here that several of these candles, this one opened right around it, this one went and tapped it. So you can see that Fibonacci's can be very powerful. It even came back and double bottomed here and ran up to another crazy high. So the other ones left in drawings are rectangle and text. Now I never use rectangle. I think what you could do with that is create a zone, which would be similar to support and resistance. So if you know a support and a resistance, you can simply just draw that rectangle out there and then you have a zone. And actually that could be helpful. So I may even look into that into the future. So the last one in the list is text. So I never use this, but you could have fun with this. So easy as that, save. So the only reason I would really think to use a text would be if you're like sharing a chart and want to add some labels to it, if you're sharing it somewhere on a forum or something like that. But other than that, I never use the thing. Okay, the next basic thing that you need to know with these charting is how to add a study, and that's going to be adding something like a moving average. And so let's open studies here. It's again up on the top left. So we click that. You can adjust settings for price and volume here, and I will go over the price setting later to show you how to change your candles if you want to. There's a lot here that you could do, and I will make another video to go through some of these other studies, but let's just do a normal one here. Where is it? Moving average. Okay, so it added that, and I'm going to open up the settings by clicking the gear tab right here. So a really common one is a 200. So I'm going to highlight this, hit 200. I'm going to do simple. You could adjust this to exponential if you like that, but I like sticking with simple. Keep it on close, and the color's fine for me. So we'll just click out of here, and you can see that now I have the 200 moving average right here. Nice and pretty. I don't know when the heck Tesla is going to get around to this 200 moving average. So, and when you change your candle size, let's lower it real quick to like daily, for instance, it will adjust and be on that new chart now. So you can see here, it's actually much closer. On the weekly, much further away. On the daily, much closer. So it got close there, but I don't know. Tesla looks like it's going to run back up again. Okay, as promised, let's finally look at how to change the chart type. So we are on candles right now. And again, I mentioned that's my favorite, but that might not be yours. Some people like line charts. Some people like, I don't know what other people like. So I'm gonna go back to studies, and then where price is right here, let's click the gear icon. So it's right here. So as I said, it's set on candle, but let's see what happens when I set it to line. And then we'll go back. One more click, And there you go, you have a nice line chart. Now, if you want to play with any of these fun colors here, just head back to that price gear icon, and like it shows that when the price is increasing, it's green and decreasing red. You can change these to whatever you want. Let's do that. Let's change this to, we'll make that green. Let's exit. And now you have a funny line chart that will confuse the hell out of you. Alright folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. I love helping fellow stock traders out with this crazy software. So if you enjoyed, do me a favor, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified anytime I post a new video. Alright folks, I'll talk to you next time.